Power no longer speaks, it trends. Democracy now runs on Wi-Fi from the streets of London to the alleys of Lahore. A silent revolution is raging, not with guns, but with smartphones. Not in parliaments or public squares, but on screens glowing in our palms. Social media, once a tool for connection, has evolved into a weapon of influence, reshaping democracies and redefining power itself. From London to Lahore, a digital tide has emerged, sweeping across borders and altering how societies think, vote, and act. In the United Kingdom, nearly every adult is online. Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube have become more than entertainment. They are now the heartbeat of modern communication. Once, people turned to newspapers or television for truth. Now, they scroll, click, and share, forming opinions in real time. Across the world in Pakistan, where the digital infrastructure is still growing, a similar revolution has taken root. With over half the population now connected, social media has become a stage for political awakening and manipulation. In Britain, populist figures like Nigel Farage mastered the art of bypassing traditional media, speaking directly to millions online. During the Brexit referendum, his words reached homes and hearts without the filter of journalists or editors. Algorithms amplified emotions, not facts. The power of narrative, raw, divisive, and immediate, began to shape the national conversation. In Pakistan, another figure rose from the digital haze, Imran Khan, and his Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. PTI transformed social media from a campaign tool into a parallel government of perception. Hashtags became slogans, tweets became manifestos, and every post carried the weight of ideology. For millions of young Pakistanis, politics became personal, participatory, and profoundly digital. But this revolution came with a cost. As technology opened doors to participation, it also opened floodgates to propaganda. The same platforms that empowered the people empowered extremists, manipulators, and profiteers. In both the UK and Pakistan, politics began to merge with business. Influence became currency. Likes and followers turned into votes and revenue. In Britain, far-right influencers turned outrage into income. Figures like Tommy Robinson discovered that hate could pay, and pay well. With millions of views came ad revenue, donations, and merchandise sales. Their message spread faster than any political leaflet ever could, wrapped in viral videos and cloaked in patriotism. The digital ecosystem rewarded provocation. The more controversial the content, the higher the reach, and the richer the reward. In Pakistan, PTI's digital warriors mastered the same craft. Online influencers earned thousands of dollars each month for amplifying party narratives and attacking opponents. It was a professionalized propaganda machine. Reports revealed staggering sums funneled into digital campaigns, some even from public funds meant for development. Behind every trending hashtag was an organized network, shaping opinion, manufacturing consent, and targeting institutions that dared to question them. The far right in the UK and PT in Pakistan shared an understanding: control the narrative, and you control the nation. Digital platforms became the new political battlegrounds, not of ideas but of algorithms. Emotions became data points, outrage a marketing tool. Followers were not just citizens, they were consumers of ideology. The ideology itself varied. In Britain, it was nativism, nationalism, and fear of the other. In Pakistan, it was populism, religiosity, and distrust of the establishment. Yet, the methods were strikingly similar: memes, manipulated videos, and conspiratorial storytelling. Both movements learned how to turn digital attention into political momentum. Both blurred the line between activism and monetization. Governments struggled to keep up. In the UK, the Online Safety Bill emerged as an ambitious attempt to regulate the chaos. It demanded platforms to remove harmful content. Supporters called it a shield for democracy. Critics warned it could become a sword against free speech. Where does one draw the line between protection and control? In Pakistan, regulation took a different shape, one draped in politics. The Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act gave the state sweeping powers to censor and surveil. Officially, it was designed to curb extremism. In practice, it was often used to silence journalists and critics. Yet, political actors aligned with power, including PTI during its tenure, operated freely in the same digital spaces. The imbalance exposed a deeper truth. Regulation in weak democracies often protects authority, not citizens. Both systems, despite their differences, face the same dilemma: how to govern the ungovernable world of digital discourse. How to protect truth in an era when truth itself is optional. Behind every post and every policy lies an economy. The economics of digital propaganda reveal how ideology becomes income. In the UK, far-right activism became a livelihood. In Pakistan, political influencers were salaried soldiers of narrative. Money moved quietly, funding outrage, fueling division, and rewarding loyalty to the message. The digital world turned politics into a market. And in markets, those who shout loudest sell most. But in this new world, facts no longer hold the power they once did. Emotion has replaced evidence. People no longer seek information to learn. They seek affirmation to belong. The digital divide is no longer about access to the internet. It's about access to truth. When Pakistan's PTI faced accusations of misusing state funds for digital propaganda, it revealed a darker side of modern politics. Public money turned into private influence. Social media, meant to democratize voices, became a megaphone for manipulation. In the chaos of hashtags and trending topics, the real issues of governance disappeared into noise. Similarly, in Britain, far-right disinformation campaigns thrived on fear. Immigration, Islam, and the pandemic became tools of division. Each click, each share, each view. A vote cast not in a ballot box, but in the marketplace of anger. The algorithm, impartial and blind, rewarded extremism because extremism was engaging. The more fractured society became, the more profitable the platform grew. As both nations grappled with the aftermath, regulation remained a tug-of-war between liberty and safety. In the UK, digital governance tried to balance rights and responsibility. In Pakistan, control was centralized under the guise of security. Both failed in different ways to restore trust. The rise of social media politics marks a turning point in human history. Never before have individuals had so much power to influence millions, nor so little accountability for the consequences. What began as a tool for democracy has become an arena of distortion. And in that distortion, political opportunists thrive. The stories of the UK far-right and Pakistan's PTI are not isolated. They are chapters in the same global narrative, the digitalization of politics. They reveal how easily truth bends, how quickly populism spreads, and how deeply society can be divided when emotion rules over evidence. In the quiet corners of the internet, movements are born, nurtured, and unleashed upon the world. Some seek justice, others chaos, but all are driven by the same fuel: visibility. For in the digital age, to be seen is to exist, and in politics, existence means power. As the credits of this century unfold, the question remains: who truly governs the digital world? The politicians who use it? The corporations that control it? Or the people who feed it with every like, comment, and share? The answer, perhaps, lies not in policy or platforms, but in awareness. The awareness that democracy, once a matter of votes, is now a matter of visibility. That power no longer flows from institutions, but from the screens we hold. And that the next revolution, for good or for ill, will not begin in the streets, but online.